Well, folks, welcome back to Smuggler Adventures. Today we are at the Design Resort. I'm actually going to be want to get on a ride. I'm probably going to get on Thunder Mountain because I've not been on that ride in quite some time. But I'm going to be doing a little update on Downtown Disney because it's been a while and there's been a lot of construction. So come along with on this fun adventure. Well, folks, just like that, we have made it off the tram. Now I'm going to head to Disney and grab Starbucks, something to eat, and get on a ride. I want to say Big Thunder Mountain because, like I said, that's a ride I've been wanting to get on lately. Or we could do Hyperspace Mountain since it is a Star Wars overlay and it is just me. So hopefully I'm able to do single rider. But there goes the monorail. That's also another way you can get into the park. Sometimes I like getting on that because you can get on in Downtown Disney and there's really no line for it to get on. But crowds don't look that bad today. And now we are in beautiful Floral Mickey. I'm actually going to go towards the right, which is going to bring me out by Disney Anna in the Lincoln Theater. You know, some days I'm truly thankful that I'm able to work from home and I'm able to escape just for an hour or two, so I'm able to come make my videos. But Bella's currently meeting by the Floral Mickey. If you guys ever get a chance to come see the band, this thing I love about coming in the morning or noontime is that the band is actually out and you're able to see them. Like I said, it's a 10 out of 10. I would recommend always seeing the band. Way down Main Street. Like I said, today's actually not that bad, even though it's a day after Easter. Crowds don't look that bad. Probably could do security. Yeah, on travel was probably about a good 20 minutes, if that. But otherwise, next is Starbucks and then Thunder Mountain. Then after that, we're going to go to Downtown Disney and see some of the updates. Okay, there's probably no line for Market House. This is the shortest line I've ever been in. And they got the new summer tumblers, which I think they're stainless steel. There they are. The goods have been acquired. A sausage cheddar and a venti iced caramel macchiato upside down with almond milk and extra caramel. This time we really put a lot of caramel, but hey, I'm okay with it. Once in a while I kind of have a sweet tooth and I just want coffee, something sweet, so I usually add a little extra caramel, but hey. And here is my backpack that I am rocking today. This is through Loungefly. I believe I got it on Amazon probably about a couple years ago. And it's still in good condition. Why? Because I usually keep my stuff, after I'm done wearing my stuff, I usually keep it in a dark, cool place because I don't want to get no fading or anything. And I put the moisture packets in it so they looks brand new. But anyways, this is actually one of my favorite backpacks because it's so comfortable. Plus it has like the air mesh pads right here, so yeah. Time to take a little break, then off to Thunder Mountain. Honestly, I still can't believe on how much caramel they put in here. Good lord. That's just like a sugar shot right there. That's gonna give you a sugar rush, but good lord. I have to get my straw and mix it up. Just having pure caramel. Whew. So I'm actually sitting at Plaza Inn, but if there's ever no room at Jolly Holiday or the marketplace or where Starbucks is, just come to Plaza Inn because all the seating is available after you do character dining, and they have a lot of good spots there in the shade. As you see, guests are actually waiting for lunch right now because they should be opening up very shortly. But if you ever want, like I said, good seating, just come to Plaza Inn because there is plenty. Plus, there's a restroom right in between Plaza Inn and Tomorrowland. There is the castle. They should be getting ready or shortly. I'll probably either say next month or next month or two. They should be getting ready to put decorations on the castle. I see, looks like the roofs have been repainted, but yes. It also looks like, those actually look like the roofs from the 60s. That's what actually made them like that dark blue, and kind of looks like pixie dust is falling on it. But next, making my way somewhere. Well, I think we already know where I'm going, but hey, still making my way somewhere. Alright folks, I already got off Big Thunder Mountain. It was about a 45-minute wait. Starting to get warm, but now I'm starting to make my way out to Downtown Disney. But I stopped in Canyon Palace, and they also have the Starbucks tumblers here too. So if there was none in Starbucks, you actually can make your way to Canyon Palace, and it's actually a stainless steel tumbler, which is actually pretty nice, which I kind of like, but I have so much tumblers already, I don't think I'm going to be using it. But of course, there is no prices. Your stainless steel tumblers, which draw is going to be about $45 plus tax, really about $50. I believe I don't pass discounts to apply. If you want, this one's acrylic. It is Tinkerbell based. Cinderella with her glass slipper. I'm really digging the blue one. And they also have a Minnie Mouse one that's $45. But I'll give you that fun little cool tip. I didn't know they had them here too, but good to know. Like I said, I'm making my way out, but usually it's like walking down Main Street. Sometimes I like to cut through the stores because it's free AC. Who doesn't love free AC? Plus, I get to see some of the new merchandise, which I always like to kind of keep my eyes out for. Just like that, we are out. Now it's time to go talk about some of the constructions that are going to be happening in Downtown Disney. As you can see straight ahead at California Adventure, there are our entrance, there are some walls. Looks like they're probably starting to put in the new turnstiles, but we're making our way towards this way. I see those two ticket booths straight ahead. That's ticket booth 7 and 8. So as you see straight ahead, that's ticket booth 7 and 8. Disney's actually going to be knocking those down. If you're wondering why, because Earl Sandwich, where the La Brea Bakery is right now, currently Earl Sandwich, they are actually going to be knocking that down and building a whole new building for not Earl Sandwich. What is it called? Portos. So Portos are actually Portos is coming to Downtown Disney, and it's going to be quite a big footprint. Because if you think of La Brea Bakery plus the seating area and ticket booths, that's going to be quite a big area. Plus, let's hope they actually can cover the Soaring Over Around the World attraction with it, because it's supposed to be portals plus also like a little bar area too, so it's going to be 2 stories, so that should be pretty fun. But if you think that it's going to have quite a big footprint. So straight ahead right there is actually, I cannot think right now. The Earl Sandwich, that's all its seating area, plus all this is going to be going in these ticket booths. So like I said, we're going to have quite a big footprint of Portos Bakery, which I have never had. Don't judge me, I just don't find it appealing. Maybe when it comes to Disney, maybe I'll try it, but still, not a big fan of it. But then I never tried it. Next, we'll probably go walk through World of Disney and make our way towards more downtown to show you some new updates too. And all this is going to be going too. So this is the tavern, which is part of Earl Sandwiches. It's like a sit-down restaurant. But next, we are headed into the World of Disney. It's been a while since I've been in here. This is pretty cool and new. I think since we had the fires in Los Angeles, they've been doing LA Strong. Just gonna be your basic white t-shirt with Mickey and LA Strong on it. Otherwise, when you first walk in, it's gonna be kind of like your generic Mickey and Minnie stuff. Then as you go more towards the back, it'll actually start changing. Like you got your Marvel, Star Wars. It's just kind of like your quick Minnie and Minnie stuff. Then you start getting more towards kind of like the collectibles in a way, or more like this. They have the Tinkerbell new merchandise that came out. Now these are actually getting really big in the parks right now. The baseball jerseys, they're cool, but I don't know if I would wear one because they do get hot and they are short sleeve. I like to have my long sleeves on because I try to protect myself from the sun. But these are really in right now. As my brother and his girlfriend, they do have these, so when they come to the parks, they do wear them, which it actually looks pretty cool because the colors are actually very simple, black, white, and red, so they match each other. They also have these jackets. I think these newer just came out. I kind of want one, but I have so many sweaters already, and I get hot too fast, and summer's coming, would not be a good match. In your next room over, this is where you're going to have Play in the Park section, which is usually their holiday area. They have a lot. Like, we should be getting ready for the 70th, since all this stuff is coming as of right now. They have the 70th merchandise and like two fixtures, one right here and one in the main one. I will be working on a video when more stuff comes out, or I might be doing a video with just some of this stuff, but as of right now, this is what World Disney looks like. It's the Play in Park stuff. It's been out for quite some time. I believe they'll have it out for summer. I believe they'll have this and the 70th out for the summer, but let's make our way. Actually, I think we're just going to make our way out of World Disney and go see more updates. Now we are walking towards more down to Downtown Disney. And you guys remember the dress shop and Marceline's Confectionery? Well, they actually got rid of the dress shop, and you can say they got rid of Marceline's and they combined those two stores. It made it Sweets, which is a pretty big confectionery / candy store. Plus they make some homemade caramel popcorn, which we're going to go check out. But I did stroll through there when it first opened. It was quite packed, so I kind of just in and out real quick. But now, since it's not as busy, let's go take a look. How cute. They got some cute animations. Oh, you see me in the window. Look at me. Cute animations. They have the Disney train. Would you consider that a hidden Mickey? I think I would consider it as a hidden Mickey, even though it's out there. Fresh popcorn. So there you go. It's popcorn bucket includes one bag of caramel popcorn made from Werther's original caramel, which is actually $30. So that's what your popcorn bucket will look like. I actually don't collect that much popcorn buckets. I think the only one I do have right now is the Toy Story truck, or the Pixar truck, but that's pretty much going to be it. Let's go take a look inside. There's going to be the signage, which is pretty cool. Very vibrant. How cute. As soon as you walk in, they have kind of like Disneyland, you could say. They have the Mark Twain. They have It's a Small World, Tomorrowland, which is the rocket ship. It's cute. Very big. Sweets. They're going to have a lot of your generic park sweets here. So the bag candies. These used to be Goofy's Candy Co., which that's not no more. These are very popular. These usually sell out once they've been in too much heat because they are sticking, but otherwise those are very good. I remember when I had those for the first time. What's this? Caramel cheddar mix. Ooh, that's new. I might have to try that. Chocolate bars, your taffy. There's just more stuff. Oh, if you're ever doing the egg extravaganza, they do have an egg up there. More of your stuff. They have your shortbreads, trail mixes, prepackaged popcorn. The trail one's actually pretty good. I tried that when it first came out. Plus, they also have exclusive merchandise just for this location, which I think is actually pretty cool. It's nice when actually some places have exclusive merchandise because you can kind of go around, collect around the park, or maybe fit to where you like, or find things that you like. This is more kind of like, looks like cotton candy colors, the blues and the pinks. What else do we have here? Okay, still more of the stuff. Looks like probably I want this. I just want the tin. So whatever's inside of it, I don't care. I just want it. Because I do have a coffee can. I do put change in it. Looks like those candies will probably be at Tiana's Bayou Adventure or in the little shop, which I gotta check that out too. Bite Me, Make a Wish. There's probably gummies in here, which that's actually, that would be cool for a lantern. What else do we have? Ooh, they repackaged their tea. I remember when these used to come in a basic box. Now look at it. It's more spherical. Which one's this one? Tea Time Blend. Queen's Garden Blend. Tweedledee and Tweedledum Blend. Birthday Cake Blend. This one might be good. Might be birthday cake flavored. Mickey's Coffee. So pretty much all the consumables that they have in the park that are prepackaged will pretty much be in here, and they will have a candy. They also have a counting counter, so you can actually see pretty much, like I said, all the stuff they have in the park they'll have here too. So they have quite a bit, but it's pretty nice. I like the colors they did in here. It's more pastels. Yeah, the pre-made popcorn already. Should I try it or should I not try it? That is the question. Do I want a popcorn bucket? I could use it as a candy bucket for my job. Decision. Then on the back side right here where they make the fresh popcorn, they already have their, you can call it pre-packaged, because they do make this at the resort, so it is fresh. Now my folks love these two, the peanut brittle and the toffee. There is a funny story behind the toffee, which I would never say because it is kind of funny. I know you guys won't hear it, but you would never hear me talk about it. Mom and Dad, if you already know what the story is behind this toffee, you already know. And I used to bring that home when I used to work here. I used to ask, do you guys want anything? And I used to come to parks and just grab toffee for them. But yes, I kind of want to try the popcorn, but I don't want the popcorn bucket. So it looks like they also have some exclusive treats just for the store. They have cake pops, a cookie, and they also have probably like a shortbread cookie. It's really the themes. But if you did want to buy the popcorn by itself, it is $8.99. So with the bucket and popcorn, it is $30, probably about $35 with tax. If you just want the popcorn, it is $8.99. Which I might just grab the popcorn because I really want the popcorn and not the bucket, like I said. But that's pretty much it for this new store. And like I said, they do make their candy and popcorn fresh in-house, which is actually a 10 out of 10, would recommend. You know, my goal this year is to try to eat at every restaurant in downtown Disney. I think I mentioned that before. Because I have never, well, I guess you could say I ate in there when it was the old location. But otherwise, I have never really eaten anything in downtown Disney. It's actually a beautiful place to walk if you want to get your steps in, which I always like to do. Nice outdoor seating with the outdoor bar. Sign me up, it reminds me of a cruise. Next, we are coming up to, should I say, the former Tortilla Joe's, which they are slowly dismantling it. As you can see, the frame is still there, but they might be slowly taking that apart too, because there's going to be another restaurant that's going to be coming here. It's like a barbecue place that's going to be opening up. But as you see, they might be using some of the skeleton, probably not all of it, because they're leaving the skeleton in place, or the framework, but they're slowly tearing down Tortilla Joe's. I ate here a couple times. It was okay. I think the only thing I really did like there was a tableside guacamole, but otherwise, that was pretty it. Let's see. Oh, it kind of looks like it's giving me car vibes, like Radiator Springs, the way it's set up. So you have a barbecue place. I like how Disney's going towards more like that mid-century modern. As you know, the original theme for downtown Disney was actually leaves. So if you look on the trash cans, it's in the planners, they're actually the shape of leaves. Jazz Kitchen got the big remodel. I think we remember doing, did I cover it? I don't think I covered that, but anyways, Jazz Kitchen got a very big remodel. I kind of like the old style. It looks too... It doesn't... I don't know. There's something about the colors and the scheme. It doesn't fit. I mean, I get they tried to make it look modern, but it doesn't quite fit it. Because it's a jazz kitchen. I don't know. Just me. You know, this is actually the first time I actually see Disney working during the daytime. Because usually they like to do all their stuff at nighttime. And so guests don't see it and they don't ruin the magic. But now you actually see them just full on just demolishing a building mid-daylight. So that's actually a first for Disney. Then to the Lego store. As you see straight ahead, that was under, should I say, reimagination, which is reconstruction. They pretty much just repainted it from yellow to like gray, so we're gonna go more towards like that neutral color. The only thing they did really update were the figurines outside. They still look a little sun worn, sun bleached, sun faded. They look a little worn, so I wish they would probably touch those up. It would be cool if they put lights in Maleficent's fire, so at night it would glow, but otherwise not much has really changed except a big repaint. Okay, this is new for Lego. They got all the classic Disney rides, but in Lego form. It looks like they have the entry to Tomorrowland from Walt Disney World in the background. So that's actually pretty cool. That'd be cool if you're able to make those as real Legos and build them, because I probably would build one of those and put it up in my room. Now I do have a picture of my mom and dad in front of this when this first came out, and the colors were very vibrant, but as now you see it's kind of faded. They have a Haunted Mansion one. I want that one. If they were to make a build, like a Lego set of the Haunted Mansion ride poster, I would hands down do it. They should do that. That'd be actually pretty cool. Anyways, let's make our way towards the more newer stuff. Now, here is Sip and Sonder, which is more of a coffee location. Parkside. Oh, there's a Minnie Mouse Easter egg. Now, this is going to have, rumor has it, there's a $20 chicken sandwich. Is it worth it? I don't know. $20 for a chicken sandwich, that's quite a bit. I would recommend, here's actually the restaurants are inside. We got Chi-Chi's Chicken Shop, Southern Sister, Soul Sister, then you got Sip and Sonder. So these are the three main restaurants in the Parkside. If you guys did want to pause the video, you guys are more than welcome to see all the prices and the menus that are available. And I believe on the very, very top is actually going to be a bar, and that's what it's going to look like. But anyways, that's pretty much new down here. If you come around the corner, I think I would call this the Downtown Disney Park, because it's like a little park with grass and entertainment right there. But come around the corner, you're going to have, this is all still Parkside, you're going to have an adventure store, Adventures, and a D-Lander. Now, I want to call the adventure store more as a catch-all store. Same goes for Star Wars training pools, because pretty much some of the stuff they have in the park, you are able to get it in Downtown Disney now. So that's why I'm calling it like more of a catch-all store, because they're going to have a little bit of everything from Marvel, well, a little of everything in Marvel. So let's go take a look. I see some props I like. What's really cool about this store is they actually got full figurines or statues out through the whole place. So you got Groot and Rocket in the corner, Spider-Man, I don't remember her name, but I know it's a girl, Captain. So it's pretty much, like I said, an all catch-all store. These are pretty cool. Would I rock them? Maybe. White gives me a little anxiety, but it's also a store that has some high-end collectibles if you're into collecting some things. Ooh, this is new. They actually have stuff from Walt Disney World, the world of Xandar. That's new. I'm surprised they have this here, because this is not Walt Disney World. Or we don't have, well, we have a Guardians ride, but not. I like that.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. They also have the Starship, which is pretty cool. So it's more like kind of like a collectibles, some classic. So yeah, it's more, I mean, I'm not knocking down, it's more like a catch-all store, like I say, because they have a little bit of everything, collectibles, the generic superheroes that they have are popular, but otherwise that's pretty much it for, oh, they do have some cool memorabilia up there, which is Star-Lord's guns, or blasters, we don't use that G word, Captain America's shield, Deadpool and Wolverine in that corner. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. Proof that Tony Stark did have a heart. Or has a heart. Next, we're going to be heading over to D-Lander, which I want to call this one more featuring Pandora. So it's going to be more, I want to call it more the high-end collabs. You know what a collab is? Like a collaboration between Disney and like another creator. I did see on other videos they did have some expensive stuff here. Would it be worth the price? I don't think so, but we'll check it out. They have some of the new Snow White merchandise. Let's see, there was this. This is, I saw this on another video, but how much is it? $570 for this Aurora inspired dress. It's not worth it. That price, like I said, it's going to be more of like a shop where they do high-end collabs with other Disney and other artists. So be prepared to spend quite a bit in here. And they will have some of the generic Disney Spirit tees. Like right now, I think Tinkerbell's a new one that came out, which is actually pretty cool. Then as we come out of D-Lander, this is going to be the new Earl Sandwich location. Now this is going to be 2 stories too, where the bottom half is, I believe, it's going to be Earl Sandwiches, and the top is going to have a bar or a place where you can relax and enjoy a couple drinks. Then right next to D-Lander and the future home of Earl Sandwiches is actually this empty shop right now. Now, rumor has it is that this is actually going to be like a bath location where you can get like soaps and bath bombs. I believe it's going to be called Nectar Live Custom Soap and Bath Street. So if you're wondering what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. And if you don't know what they're going to be selling there, the name does kind of give it out. But yes, that's what they're going to be selling at this location. Now as we walk around this way, now if I go straight and make a left, that's going to be the entrance of Downtown Disney. Now if I go right, which I'm going to be making a right towards, so we'll be walking along the park side of Downtown Disney and Din Tai Fung. I really want to eat there too. I know my dad's not a big fan of really opening his palate, but I know my mom will be, so I'll probably be meeting her trying that. But here's another look at the Avengers Reserve, which is like the Avengers catch-all store, and D-Lander. Now I'm making my way towards Star Wars Trading Post. I'm not going to go into Star Wars Trading Post because, like I said, it's like another catch-all store. Pretty much what they sell in the parks, they'll have in this location too. Now, they did open this location up during the pandemic because the parks weren't open, so they still want to sell merchandise. So they decided to repurpose the Rainforest Cafe and make it a Star Wars Trading Post where they sell Star Wars merchandise. As I call it, a catch-all store, because that's pretty much what it is. It's a catch-all store with collectibles, things from the parks, and the biggest Star Wars store in Disneyland is Star Traders. And last but not least, the old ESPN zone. I don't know what they're going to be putting here. I know there's a boba shop coming. I know there's probably going to be different little stores in it, hopefully, but I remember this is where I had my prom. No, my winter formal. Oh my God, like 12 years ago. Oh my God, I'm old. And I know Disney was using it to train some cast members here too. So this building has been around for a while and it's been through a lot. Cool part is I hope they actually keep, I think Lululemon's going to be going here. So since Lululemon is like more like a sport clothing, it's actually pretty cool that I hope they actually keep, if you remember back in the day, those heads used to move. So I hope they keep that because Lululemon is like more like a sporting. But yes, that's what's going to be going here. I want to say a boba shop, but anyways, I think that's all for today's adventure. So I'm actually walking back to my car through Downtown Disney. It's actually one of my favorite things to do. I was just thinking, bottom half could be Star Wars Trading Post. Then since Rainforest Cafe was actually 2 stories, wouldn't it be cool if they actually made the top like a little cantina? Just saying, that would be a good idea, Disney. So guests can experience Star Wars Cantina. It won't be like Mos Eisley or anything like that, but be a Star Wars Cantina inspired place so guests can get some drinks inspired by. Oh, Mario's just leaving the station. There she goes. I think Mario Orange is probably the only one that's out right now. I haven't seen the blue one. I believe they started letting guests right in the front of the monorail. For a long time they wouldn't, but they eventually started letting them right in. Now that's actually a fun way to get to part 2. Well, folks, if you did like today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification pop button so every time I upload a new adventure, you guys will be the first to know. And like I always say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Well, before we officially leave, even though I said, this is where, remember the fire? Disney had a fire about a week or two ago. Well, it's on Dory, which is a Pixar parking structure. Level 5, which is Dory. And that's going to be it. Looks like Disney has it quite blocked off, or quite a bit blocked. My words cannot make sense. It looks like Disney has this area blocked off for a good area. Now I know they're going to have to do some cleanup because depending on what it was. Plus they might have to. Ooh, you can actually see some of the smoke. See where it's kind of dark compared to right there. So yeah, this is where the fire was. Now they might actually have to have someone come out and check the structure now, make sure it's actually secure, because I know after a while the heat from the car or fire can actually do some damage to the cement. But let's hope everything's okay and they don't have to do that much. Also, too, the thing I want to mention is this is going to be the last week I'll be uploading two videos a week. Starting next week, I'll probably be only uploading 1 video a week because summer's going to be a little busy for me. I don't always say I'm always busy. I'm always busy. So this is kind of what I do on my side right now. But like I said, starting next week, for sure, I'll be only uploading 1 video every week on Wednesday at 9 a.m. So stay tuned, folks.